Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Toon Duelists. My name is Prototype and today I got a Sacred Beast deck profile for you guys. So the approach to this profile was to cut down the engine to a bare minimum and play a lot of non-engine in this deck, and I think that worked pretty well. So let's look at the deck profile. Alright, so first up we have 3 copies of the Dark Beckoning Beast. This card is the heart and the core of this deck because it's your 1-card combo starter. You always want to see this card in your hand, and we also play a bunch of searchers for this card because it's very important. Without this, you're not going full combo. Then next up we have 2 copies of the Phantasma Summoning Beast. This card can summon one of the Sacred Beasts out of your deck, so it's really strong, but it's searchable, so 2 copies of it are good enough. And then we play 1 copy of the Chaos Summoning Beast. Only 1 copy is fine because it summons one of these 3 from your hand, and so you only want to get to this card in case you draw into one of these. And this one searches you the field spell, and yeah, you also only need to do that once. So that's why 1 copy is totally fine. Then we're playing 3 copies of the Gruesome Grave Scrummer. This card is insane and has perfect synergy with this deck because, first of all, the effect that it has synergizes with monsters that have 0 ATK and 0 death. So basically all 3 of these. And then it's a free special summon if you control a Fiend monster, which all of these are Fiend monsters too. So yeah, great extender, very good synergies, absolute must have in this deck. And then of course the 3 Sacred Beasts, 1 copy of Raviel, 1 copy of Hamon and 1 copy of Uria. Uria is not so strong. We only play it because of the fusion spell, so we can get to the fusion monster. But yeah, it's cuttable. You don't have to play this, it's not mandatory. Those 2 are, but if you want to play without the fusion, then you can cut Uria. But since we're playing the fusion, we have 1 copy of Uria in the deck. So for the spells, we're playing 3 copies of Opening of the Spirit Gates. This card is basically like the Dark Beckoning Beast, a 1-card combo starter. It can search a Dark Beckoning Beast, and therefore it is mandatory 3 off in this deck. Makes it consistent, one of the best cards in this deck for sure. So yeah, play 3 copies, do not change this. Then we have 3 copies of the Piri Rice card. This card is also a 1-card combo starter since it also searches you the Dark Beckoning Beast. So it's also mandatory to make the deck consistent. Then we are playing 1 for 1, which searches you the Chaos Summoning Beast and therefore is also a combo starter. Then we are playing 1 copy of the Fallen Paradise. Fallen Paradise is the field spell and can be searched with the Chaos Summoning Beast, and it is fine enough as a one-off. You don't need to play more copies than that. Then we are playing 1 Dimension Fusion Destruction. This is also searchable by the Phantasma Summoning Beast, and it is also fine as a one-off because you're not gonna fuse more than once. Then we're playing 1 Called by the Grave to block hand traps and in general to prevent graveyard plays. And then we're playing 3 copies of Allure of the Darkness. This card is also working really well in this deck because most of your monsters are darkness monsters, and it helps you to draw into your ancient spells, into your combo starters like Opening of the Spirit Gates, like Piri Rice card, or the Dark Beckoning Beast. So this card also makes the deck more consistent, and therefore it's also mandatory in my opinion. That's it already for the engine. So now let's look at the non-engine. We're playing 15 cards non-engine, 3 copies of Ghost Ogre, 3 copies of Drowned Lockbird, 3 copies of Ghost Bell, 3 copies of Effect Wheeler, and 3 copies of Skill Drain. Guys, you can of course rather play Ash Blossom or Imperm instead of a Ghost Bell, for example, or Ghost Ogre, because those are stronger hand traps. I just didn't have enough copies of them. They are being played in other decks, so that's why I'm playing the Ghost Ogre and the Ghost Spell in here. But yeah, basically you can play any hand traps of your choice, whatever you prefer, but hand traps is the way to go here. And then 3 skill drain work amazingly in this deck because Raviel and Hamon are both 4000 attack beat sticks, so it's really hard to get over these, and therefore the skill drain is always working in your favor. Since monsters don't have effects on the field, then it's just about who has the bigger beat stick, and therefore this card is very strong in this deck and I would absolutely recommend to play it. Before we get to the extra deck, let's look at the basic combo real quick. So basically you have something like a Peri Rise card or whatever and use it to search for the Dark Beckoning Beast, and then you're gonna normal summon the Dark Beckoning Beast and use its effect to look for the opening of the Spirit Gates and add it to your hand. Then you're gonna activate opening of the Spirit Gates and you're gonna search for Phantasma Summoning Beast and add that one to your hand. Now if you have a monster that you can normal summon in your hand, you have another normal summon because of Dark Beckoning Beast, so do that right now if you want to do that. For the basic combo right now we're not doing that, we don't have something, so we're gonna go into a link 1 with the Almirage, and now you have the the Dark Beckoning Beast in your graveyard, so now you can use the effect of opening of the Spirit Gates and discard Phantasma Summoning Beast that you added to your hand earlier, and then summon it from the graveyard with the effect of opening of the Spirit Gates. Now you can use Phantasma Summoning Beast's effect and tribute it, and then you're able to add one of the Sacred Beasts, in this case we're using Hamon, to your hand, and then you're able to summon it ignoring its summoning conditions. So yeah, let's special that in defense. And Hamon has the effect, if it's in defense, it's the only card that can be attacked by your opponent. So for the opening, this is the strongest one you can get out. Going second, it would be Raviel, but going first, it's Hamon. And then, like I said, Uria is the weakest one. You usually don't get to that one. You only use it to fusion summon. Yeah, so now the way it works is if you were able to normal summon earlier something else, then you have another monster here right now and you could go into a link 2 with Almirage and combo off from there. Or if you special summon something else like the Gravedigger, then you could also start linking off, but for the basic combo, that's it for now. Then you could also banish Phantasma Summoning Beast from your graveyard and add to your hand a Dimension Fusion Destruction. So yeah, don't forget to do that, always do that for the following turn, so you have the fusion spell into your hand already and you're not gonna draw into it. Yeah, that's it for the basic combo. Now we're gonna look at the extra deck. For the link monsters in the extra deck, we're playing 2 copies of Almirage. It's a combo piece like you've seen in the basic combo video earlier. So you're gonna do that combo twice maximum per duo. That's why we're playing only 2 Almirage, so 2 is enough. Then we are playing 1 copy of Muckracker from the Underworld. It's a very good extender and has perfect synergies in this deck. And then we're playing the Nightmare package down here, Cerberus, Phoenix and Unicorn. Those are all Fiend monsters, so they also work well in this deck, and in general they are just good generic extra deck monsters. For the rest of the Link monsters, we're playing 1 copy of IP, 1 copy of the Underworld Goddess, 1 copy of the Aphromax, 1 copy of the Appaloosa, and 1 copy of Access Code Talker. Not much to say about this. Appaloosa you wanna try to go into when you're going first, and you wanna get this out every time. Access Code helps you with the OTK. Crusadia Aphromax is a very strong boss monster, especially in copy with IP Masquerina. And then the Underworld Goddess to get rid of opponent's monsters, or in general just have a strong Link 5 monster on the field. Very, very good. Alright, to wrap things up, we play 2 Xyz monsters, and both of them are level 2 Xyz monsters. The reason for that is that you often summon out the Darkness Beckoning Beast twice, and since it's a level 2 you can then go into rank 2 play. And yeah, those two are just very strong generic rank 2 monsters. This one is especially good since it's a fiend monster again, and it's a negate, so very strong. And then for the fusion, we are playing one copy of the Phantom of Fury and one copy of Chaos Phantasma. They work with each other, you basically need both, and this can be an OTK for you, very strong, so doesn't come up too often, I'm gonna be honest, but if it comes up, it's really strong. Alright guys, that's it for this deck profile. This deck is really strong the way it is now, but it's not just yet at the level you could take it to locals. So if you have any ideas how to push this deck even beyond and maybe make it playable at locals, then let me know down in the comment section. Other than that, I would always appreciate if you liked and subscribed, and then I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out guys.